waiting for so long. I hope he's not too mad.
How many minutes?
More than 10.
More than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Lower ground.
Oh my god, there he is. Hello, wachana?
Mambo.
Poa. Pole sana.
Twende kwa sababu before one kuna party tunataka kuchukua hapa Riverside.
Sawa sawa. That was my guide for today. We're going to Ngong Road to buy me a new bed, and his pickup is gonna be carrying that bed. So he's the driver, the delivery man, and also the guide helping me today. Welcome back to my channel. This is Kenyan Blossom. The plan for today is to go on Ngong Road, view hundreds and hundreds of furniture, find an already made bed. I don't care to leave a design behind plus a deposit because I've had a prior bad experience before. I'll talk for another video. We'll discuss it in another video. But yes, I'm going to get a ready-made bed, bring it home the same day. The budget for today is 25,000 Kenyan shillings or $250, but not limited to just that amount, depending on how good or the design and the quality of the bed is. We're willing to go a little bit higher, so let's see. I mean, hey, you have to start somewhere, right? Let me offer you a little bit more information about where we're going furniture shopping. So on Ngong Road, there is a stream of furniture stores stretching through several kilometers, which offers a lot of choice for all kinds of furniture, ready-made furniture, custom-made furniture on request, wooden furniture, metal creations like swings, those kienyeji, those traditional barbecue, those traditional barbecues, okay, where you barbecue your nyama, your meat. They also offer. I also saw like potted plants. They actually have quite a lot aside from the furniture. Yeah. Try not to get too distracted though. We're here to buy me a bed. So look out for some beds. Do you see any? Do you see any yet? When it comes to your wallet or your purse or your bank account or wherever you stash your cash, the affordability will be as good as your bargaining skills. So work on your charisma and all that. I suggest you test out the furniture. If you can just buy the ready-made furniture, I would go with that. Or if you want something unique, request that they finish creating your unique design, your custom design first, or give the smallest amount deposit. Okay? For some of you who've been conned before, you know, once bitten, twice shy. I hope that proverb means what I want it to mean. Anyway, and last but not least, just bargain. As we were driving along this road, I made sure to keep a keen eye for beds with good wood and light finishing. Yes, light finishing. So good wood, light finishing, and a good maybe basic design. The beds that they put on display, they're obviously just going to be a basic design. Then if you want something fancy, you just go there yourself and they give you something fancy. But I wanted like a sort of fancy basic design. I could just compromise. I've been through a lot in my journey to acquire a bed in Kenya, an affordable bed at that. I mean, sure, you can always go buy beds from this already well-established furniture stores. However, sometimes the budget doesn't really fit, and they have good beds. I can't deny that. Just sometimes, just not as affordable. On the ground, I looked at some of the designs of beds that they had. I asked about prices here and there. I asked about the wood. They explained to me very well. I also looked at other things like tables, stools, dining tables and chairs. Yeah, you can get distracted. So they're sanding it down, then they'll put finishing for me. Then I'm just talking to the camera, and then it'll be ready to go. So they're adding the beddings and plywood. After letting them know which bed I had my eyes set on, they gave me a price for this particular design of the bed and the size of it. They were going to sell it to me at 45K, but bargain. They are taking it apart so we can load it in the pickup over there. I ended up getting this 5x6 bed for 38,000 and the starting price was 45,000. I paid through M-Pesa once the payment is done. Obviously, these beds on display have stayed out there for a certain amount of time. Sometimes it rains, also there's dust, so I mean they take some of that, but look, it's still in good condition. Anyways, on top of that, they decided to sand it and then put a new coat of finishing just to, freshen it up, and then take it apart so that we can pack it into the pickup for easier transportation. I'm pretty sure they can also offer you transport themselves, because in this line of business it would be weird if they didn't. See, this leg of the bed had been eaten by termites or maybe weather damage. I'm not sure, but they ended up adding on request, they ended up adding some plywood underneath so that it wouldn't also dirtify the floor of the house. So yes, this was actually really good service. Now, while they were doing the sanding and putting a new coat and adding the plywood to where the mattress will go, all that stuff, one of the fundis took me further down along the road, and I looked at other furniture, and I ended up coming across a coffee table which was 10K initially, but bargained it down to 6K. So I bought the bed and the coffee table. For the transportation, this pickup that I hired myself, I ended up paying 2,200. That's 2,200 Kenyan shillings. Although initially we had agreed on 1,700, but he ended up staying for a little while longer because the carpenters took a bit longer to put the plywood, the bedding part. They took a bit longer, and to do the finishing and all that, to add a new coat of finishing, they took longer, and the guy ended up being late for his other appointment, so I had to pay a little bit extra. But it's all good because this pickup driver, ended up helping us put the bed back together. Actually, he did a lot of the work, assisted by one of the guards where we live, but he still did the bulk of the work, which was really nice. I'm mostly pleased with this bed, considering that we just picked a bed and then packed it up and brought it home. However, there's a small downside. The mattress doesn't 100% fit. It fits in an awkward way because so it's, I guess, slender. So the width of the bed is a little bit bigger than the mattress, but when it comes to height, the mattress is actually really tall and you just kind of have to squeeze it. But it's a small squeeze. It's nothing. It's something I can ignore, so it's good. It's good still. I'm mostly very proud of this bed. I like this bed. I'm pleased with it. I also wanted a canopy bed where you can hang nets all around the bed. However, yeah, like I said, I just wanted to pick the bed. I just had to compromise on some things because I just really wanted a bed, and this works fine. And the carpenter assured me that he can always make for me a separate frame so I can hang my curtains or nets, whichever I want. So, maybe another time. I had to compromise some things. Here they're just securing the coffee table with rope so that it doesn't shift around. Once upon a time I got stuck in this elevator. Doors closing. Do you normally help assemble for people?
Sorry?
Do you normally help to assemble for people?
Someone?
Assemble the bed.
Yeah. Okay.
So they won't borrow you at work, that you disappear.
That's
Okay.
Mzito hata kushinda hii. Which side was that?
So the mattress fits in an awkward way. Like there's some space left there, but I guess when we put bed sheets it will be okay. And at first I thought it's rather folded, like it's too tall for the anyways, that's it. So I present to you the new bed, the ready-made bed that I got from Ngong. So this is me enjoying the bed after the other people left, the strangers. Anyway, so I know what you're waiting for, to see how the bed fits in, with the beddings and the pillows and everything, plus the coffee table in the living room. So that's coming right up next. Tell me what you think. This is my table now.
When we got